your trusted partner in tackling global trade challenges with advanced data-driven solutions. Today, we're addressing one of the most pressing issues in the modern supply chain, forced labor and the transshipment of goods originating from high-risk regions like Xinjiang, China. The forced labor crisis demands vigilance across every link in the supply chain. With NUBO AI, businesses can proactively screen for potential violations, trace transshipment routes, and ensure compliance with regulations such as UFLPA. Here's what this demo will cover: an introduction to the datasets powering this analysis, a walkthrough of NUBO AI's advanced filtering capabilities, which allow you to analyze trade flows across multiple countries, detect high-risk transactions, and identify entities involved in transshipment schemes, and a preview of how NUBO AI's outputs can be shared seamlessly through Snowflake or other data sharing solutions to enhance collaboration and ensure swift action. At NUBO AI, we believe that ethical sourcing starts with actionable insights. By leveraging the platform, you'll not only enhance compliance, but also contribute to building a more transparent and responsible global trade network. Let's get started. We have country-level data enriched with forced labor indicators, including entities operating in XUAR, UFLPA entities. We also have HS codes and commodities flagged for potential forced labor risks, including DOL's list of commodities produced using forced and child labor. And third, we highlight transshipment routes through third countries, which are often used to obscure the true origin of goods. Jumping into the platform now, I have a dashboard open showing U.S. imports from January 2021 to August 2024. As you can see, we have 45 million records. From here, I can quickly turn on my high-risk shipper to be a forced labor domain, apply those changes, and I've dropped down to 6,000 transactions. Next, I'm going to turn on my filter that filters for commodities associated with forced labor, and you can see that drop down to 2,000 very quickly. Taking a further look at our dashboard, we have our U.S. imports over time. We have a heat map, the loading ports of different transactions, the products, the top HS codes, the top U.S. importers by count of transactions and by weight, U.S. shippers, origin countries by weight, and the actual details of each transaction down below. So in this case, I have now filtered for shippers being high risk for forced labor and commodities being high risk for forced labor, and I'm down to 2,000 transactions. From here, I can pick a specific shipper. In this case, I can look at main Cancor ingredients, and they're shipping products that are originating in multiple countries, but I'm not seeing China there in this case. So that's a good sign. I can open up the details of the transaction. Main Cancor in India is shipping oleo resin with an origin country of India. So I'm going to clear that filter and look specifically this time for products originating in China. And in this case, we can actually see Xinjiang here. So if I filter for that, I can see those transactions. And again, keeping in mind UFLPA's dates, it did go into effect. So some of these, it looks like things have tapered off after the listing, but it is good to be aware of the shippers who have shipped these products before. Again, if I wanted to look and see a less obvious shipper that doesn't have Xinjiang in the name, For example, if we look at this entity here, I can see the products that they're shipping are primarily motorcycle helmets and gloves and equipment. It's all originating in China. Transactions were after UFLPA. And it looks like it's hitting on a match to an entity operating in XUAR. And that's why we got that hit there. So this is a way to screen U.S. imports or trace different forced labor indicators through supply chains that lead into the U.S. NUBO AI publishes its analytical outputs directly to Snowflake, and you can access a forced labor indicators list there. This delivers organized, enriched data that highlights forced labor risks, transshipment patterns, and flagged commodities. By utilizing Snowflake's powerful platform, we make it simple for you to act on critical findings and strengthen your compliance and sourcing strategies. Thank you for joining us. NUBO AI makes it easy to uncover forced labor risks and transshipment patterns, ensuring compliance and supporting ethical sourcing. With our powerful analytics and streamlined outputs, staying ahead of the supply chain challenges has never been easier. Discover what NUBO AI can do for your business.